If you haven't done it yet, every business should consider going digital because there's some major benefits that'll help your organization. First, boosting productivity and efficiency with digital systems. If you're using hard copy records, you know the pain of what it takes to actually find something. Let's say you get a call or your boss says, hey, I need you to find so-and-so record. It's probably not going to be in your cabinet, in your drawer where your desk is. So you have to go to a filing cabinet or storage room, flip through some pages, probably find the record, go back to your desk, make a photocopy. I mean, still using photocopiers. Then give it to your boss or whoever the requester was. Maybe you have to scan it, send an email, and then you got to put the file back. It's a long process and it's just kind of a pain in the butt. So once you digitize though, these records are in a document management system of some sort, most likely. Maybe they're just on your local share drive, but they're in digital format. Click, click, click. Presto, you found the files. Very easy, very simple. You don't have to even get up from your desk to go do it. So instead of something taking 5, 10 minutes, whatever it is, to do that whole process, it takes maybe a couple minutes and you're done. You're back to doing whatever you're doing before. So digitizing immediately increases productivity and effectiveness of the folks in your organization. Another aspect of going digital that's a huge benefit is the additional security and data protection you can add to your data. So when you have the physical files, again, let's say these are paper records and cabinets, they're microfilm rolls, in drawers and boxes, whatever it is. You can have them maybe in a locked room, a locked cabinet, but there's only so much you can do with physical records. Someone can most likely get to them if they really wanted to. They're harder to track because it's all manual. Maybe there's a log sheet of what's taken out, what's put back. Someone can forget to put something back and then it's lost, or someone just takes it with them and there's no audit trail. And then there's the natural disaster aspect. Floods, fires, tornadoes, hurricanes, whatever it is, that can destroy your physical records, and having a backup copy of hard copy materials is a complete pain. Imagine you have 5,000 rolls of student records. You can have a duplicate copy of those 5,000 rolls. Maybe. Now let's say you have 1,000 boxes of records, paper boxes. Are you gonna have another 1,000 boxes of duplicates somewhere? Very likely not. So by having a digitized copy of these, you don't have to have that hard copy. You can have one copy of the digital records. You can simply duplicate it. It's a lot easier to duplicate digital records, so you have a backup redundancy copy. But also the security aspect of who can actually access the records. You can put permissions-based access around digital files. You can have two-factor authentication. With certain systems, you can do IP address locking, like with our Digital Real hosted application, IP address locking. You can have groups for only accessing certain data, audit trails, all that ties into a digital system that's not really available with physical records. So huge data protection and data security bump from going digital. Reducing costs from going digital is another benefit. Yes, there's a cost to scan your records, but that's the initial upfront cost. So there's upfront versus long-term. You should be thinking long-term costs. Yes, you have to pay someone likely like BMI to scan your 500 boxes of paper files to a digital format. But once that's done, now you can remove all future time and hours spent in paying employees for their time while they're accessing those hard copy records. So let's go back to that example of, let's say it takes someone 10 minutes to access a file, and your team, you have a big team, a bunch of files, they're always getting requests. Let's say you're doing that every day, a couple times a day. You're spending maybe an hour a day, every day, going to these hard copy records. So once you digitize them, you no longer have to spend all that time searching for the records. It's a much reduced effort to find it. So your employees are not spending as much time, which again, time is money in organizations, to find those records. So long-term, you're gonna be saving money. Plus, you don't have to have either like a storage room. You can reuse that space for more employees or something that's productive, that's getting revenue. You're providing value to your organization. You don't have to worry about the cabinets, microfilm readers, photocopiers, whatever it is. You can now spend that somewhere else because you don't have the physical copies that you were working with before. And then lastly, digitization allows you to scale faster. With hard copies, there's not really a way to scale. I mean, if you're constantly creating information and you're putting them in boxes, printing things out, trying to disperse information to multiple people, maybe you have a lot of remote employees or just different offices, different buildings, whatever it is, it's hard to scale with hard copy records, physical copies. With digitization and digital files, it's much easier to scale. One, you can ingest a lot more data. Two, you can provide that data more simply to people and more quickly. And three, getting the analytics from the information is a lot simpler. If you're asking someone to create a report based on last year's numbers, let's say, and it's in a hard copy form, just imagine the craziness of trying to go through, let's say, multiple financial reports by hand from hard copy papers. Just crazy. Digital files, you can put into a spreadsheet, a system, some sort of application that can aggregate the data. Someone can write a little piece of code quickly to just get that information and create a summary or report for you from almost an infinite amount of information. So scalability of your organization, just the ability to use the information more effectively, is completely enhanced when you digitize. So you may be thinking, I have a bunch of paper files, microfilm records, microfiche sheets, whatever it is. I have hard copy records and I want to digitize them, but how do I pay for that? Great question. You can watch this video to see a couple different options of how to pay for a digital scanning project. It'll give you some ideas. So when you contact a company about scanning, you'll know some of the ideas and ways that'll probably come up to get those records scanned. Thank you for watching.